Hometown Happenings. I'm Carol McCarthy, and I'm here today with FCCLA members from Lake Park, Audubon, and I've got Kaylin Vettleson and Morgan Bowers, and they're here to tell us about FCCLA, what exactly it means, and some of the activities that they are involved in throughout the year. Let's start with you, Kaylin. Tell us a little bit about what does FCCLA mean?
FCCLA, it's just basically the Family Career Community Leaders of America, and it's a leadership organization, and it's based on the family and consumer science classes, and it's about helping families and people in your community. We do a lot of service projects.
Okay.
So.
All right, and Morgan, tell us a little about, you're a sophomore at Lake Park Audubon, I understand?
Yes.
Okay, and what are some of the things that you've done? Now, how long have you been in FCCLA?
This is actually my first year.
Okay, all right. So what are some of the things that you've done in your first year?
Well, for our project, we have called a bunch of businesses such as banks and insurance companies to ask them if we could put our magazines and posters up in their windows so we can publicize and promote, which is what our group is called.
Okay, and roughly how many kids are involved in FCCLA?
We actually have about, we have 65 members, which is roughly 1/4 of our whole student body, so.
Wow. All right.
It's a big thing.
Now, how long have you been in the FCCLA?
I have been in it since 8th grade.
Okay. And what are some of the things that you've done that are very memorable? I suppose all of it is.
Yes. Last year, I worked with the homeless shelter, and it was a service project, and we made grooming care kits.
Okay.
And it was really interesting when we went there because I didn't think that there would be so many families there, and there was a lot of families there, but they looked they weren't, I don't want to say that they were happy, but they were comfortable, they interacted well as a family, even though they were in really poor conditions.
Okay.
So it was really interesting.
Okay. All right. And some of the other things that that you've done, I'm sure when you're younger you do maybe a little less involved things, but as you get older you actually have to organize projects and that sort of thing.
Yeah, we do. You really got to know how to kind of manage your time well because it gets to be a lot, but it's definitely very rewarding.
Okay. So. All right. And do you agree with that?
Yes, I agree. It's been, this year has been a lot of fun for me, so.
Okay. All right. And now, as a sophomore, you've got a couple more years. Is there some big project that you as sophomores are working on, or you just kind of continue?
I think we just kind of continue with whatever we're doing each year.
Okay.
And we can pick new topics every year to do on our to-do and go try and compete against other people with. So.
Okay. So you do actually have competitions as well.
Yeah. We have regionals, which is coming up very soon. And then if you do well at regionals, you advance to states. And state is up in the cities. And I've went to state every year. And it's a good time. There's lots of different speakers who you can go and listen to. And there's definitely lots of people to compete against. And then if you do well at state, if you get a gold, you go to nationals, and nationals it goes from, last year it was in Nashville, so this year it'll be in Chicago, and then it goes back to Orlando, and then Anaheim, and it kind of rotates to those 4 cities. And Nashville last year was amazing. There's so many fun things to do, and we toured a couple places, and then they have many speakers, inspirational speakers, and it's very interesting.
All right. I'm here today on Hometown Happenings. I've got Morgan and Kaylin from Lake Park Audubon, FCCLA. We're going to take a quick break and be back with more after this.
Hi, this is Sandy Gunderson from Talking Trash. Please join us at the Perm Trade Show on February 21st. We'll have some great demonstrations. See you there.
KDLM News Director Carol McCarthy with news that affects you.
Rising gas prices
and where you live.
Build a 70-mile ATV trail in northern Becker County.
AM 1340 KDLM.
The 19th Annual Perham Area Trade and Home Show is February 20th and 21st. The Perham Area Community Center will overflow with booths from area businesses and organizations, plus an exciting lineup of entertainment and seminars. Watch as Sistone Salon and Spa transforms 8 winners of extreme makeovers. TV3's Easy Gourmet, Michael Mercil, will join other TV3 hosts to produce their shows in front of live audiences. And join Nick Anderson from Perham Lakeside and other pros for golf tips from the experts. There's plenty of food and fun for all ages. The Perham Chamber of Commerce is the place to go to learn more. Visit online at perham.com or call 218-346-7710.
Welcome back to Hometown Happenings. I'm Carol McCarthy here with Morgan and Kaylin from Lake Park Audubon, FCCLA, and we're talking about the organization, and you are very active. I always get reports from Cheryl Hoagie, sends me emails and that, and pictures of stuff that you guys are doing, and you have competitions, you have the state, the region, or the region, state, and then national, and your group has gone to nationals quite a bit. I mean, how many kids have gone to nationals?
Last year, I'm pretty sure we had 25, so that was a lot. That was the most we've ever had. I think it was like a record.
Okay.
It was really cool.
All right. And some of the things that you are doing, now, I know I got something from Cheryl the other week about you had a special fundraising event for Haiti. You raised some money. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, we had a day where the kids could pay $1 to wear their hat, and all the money went towards families in Haiti because of the earthquake. So yeah, and it was a good deal. So
through FCCLA, you learn a lot about organizing events and also about presenting. I mean, you two are very good presenters right now. I mean, very poised, and so you get to learn about standing up in front of people and telling about things and organizing people.
yes, it's a lot. Like, you have to present to teachers at our school. We have to present, I think it's 3 times, and it really helps you with the way you present, like, to the judges at regions and state. It helps you a lot with your confidence, and it builds you up so you know what you're doing.
All right, and right now we're in the midst of FCCL week, and you have some things going on there. Why don't you tell us about what's going on this week?
Well, we're going to have a scavenger hunt, and all around the school we've set up like different projects that we sponsor or different things we do, and we're going to have the students, they have to find at least 4. There's little sheets of paper, and they have to find at least 4, and then they're going to bring them in, and then it'll talk about Mrs. Hoagie will give them a prize if they get the 4, and then it kind of helps them know what we do and what we sponsor. So
Okay, all right, and
then we've also set up. We have magazines that talk about FCCLA and many of the local businesses in Lake Park and Audubon. We brought in the magazines so people in our community will be able to learn a little bit more. And we have banners set up at some of the local places. And then also there's 2 scrolls. There's 2 scrolls. There's one at the bank in Lake Park, and then there's one at Senex, and they'll be saying that it's National FCCLA Week. So.
Okay, all right, very good. And now you do have some adults working with you as well for FCCLA. You have an advisor, which we've talked about, Cheryl. Is she the only one that helps? Or?
No, we have another helper, Mrs. Bartunik. She has 2 kids that are in FCCLA, and she also helps with it. So.
Okay, all right. And now, you've got a couple more years left, and looking down the road. Now, what do you tell young kids who are interested or, are kind of on the verge of, entering into the FCCLA age? I mean, what would you tell somebody?
I think you should definitely join. I mean, it really helps your confidence, I think, and definitely your public speaking skills. It really helps improve those. And it's fun to meet new people, and the leadership is big time too. So.
All right, and Morgan?
Yeah, I agree with everything Kaylin said. pretty much just what she said. Yeah, it's a lot. It really helps you, like, as you go on in life. I think it's really big and it helps. So.
All right. And I've noticed neither one of you have said once. I think I may have said once, but very good. Very good. So we've got Morgan and Kaylin from the FCCLA Lake Park Audubon High School, and thank you so much for being on Hometown Happenings. And that's going to wrap it up for Hometown Happenings. I'm Carol McCarthy.